The truth is it touches everybody, every social class, every economic status, every color, every gender. There are no limits to how domestic violence can impact the people in our community. People of color face more barriers in every aspect of their life. Domestic violence is a small part of that, but a hugely impactful part of that.
It's a thing that thrives in silence, and a lot of people don't like to talk about it. I think that that's really the key thing to sort of help us understand and empathize with survivors, in that it could be us. My favorite thing about the Y, and the reason why I think it's so good for this community, is that it really takes sort of a holistic approach to supporting people.
Some folks come to us and they're just thinking about leaving their relationship. Some folks come to us and they know that their relationship has issues, but they want to stay. Some folks come to us and they're years down the line from when they've experienced their intimate partner domestic violence.
I decided I wanted to return to the relationship. Not at any point did somebody grab me by the shoulders and say, "What are you thinking? Are you crazy?" They always respected my opinion. They always respected my desires. And for me, that made them a safe place to come back to again and again and again. I think that is an important part of rebuilding someone's confidence in themselves. I can trust that the decisions I'm making for my life are the right decisions. And I think that's what the Y gives to individuals that they serve. The empowerment to believe that I can trust myself.
I have a really big soft spot for domestic violence survivors. They're just so strong and tenacious and creative and endlessly, they try and try and try, they don't give up. They're just so, such strong, incredible people.
They're each other's best advocates. And the community that they build, it's so important. It's so valuable. One of the things that you end up experiencing, and I know I certainly did, when you experience domestic violence, is you believe you're alone. These ladies are able to come together and build up bonds and start to see, I'm not alone, I'm not the only one.
Fortunately, we get to see success stories a lot. One of the things that I always love seeing in former clients is them realizing that for whatever reason, they don't actually need us anymore. I have conversations with people all the time where they realize, I can do this on my own, whatever that thing is. You know, they were able to set a boundary on their own, they were able to get housing on their own, whatever that goal was that they had.
I also want those survivors who are just now leaving, who are in that space of, is it ever gonna be okay? Are my kids gonna be okay? You do make it through that tough time, you do make it through that hard time, and life can be wonderful.
When you've experienced domestic violence, I think even when you are an individual who chooses to perpetrate violence on someone, I think it's often motivated by shame. I think that some of the ways that we often function as a collective perpetuates that shame over and over and over again. And at some point, we've got to be able to shed the cloak of shame so we can heal. And we can only do that when we've got all hands on deck.